Hello and welcome to this new episode of Open Book Entrepreneur. Today we have a catalystic coach with us. His name is Jamshed Durrani. He's based in UK and he actually developed this very interesting technique or a system to help leaders or C-level executives or people really like wanting to get clarity in leadership positions. So please. Jamshed, introduce yourself to our audience.
Thank you so much for having me, first of all, Tony. It honestly is a privilege to be here because this kind of conversation about the real entrepreneurial experience is rare. We often see success stories on social media that look polished and effortless, but the truth behind every overnight success, there's a human being who's faced doubt, burnout, and moments where everything fell out of sync. And that's why I do what I do. I help leaders reconnect with the part of themselves that success often silences, their core. Because when the person grows, the business follows. When the core realigns, everything else compounds. Leadership, clarity, decision making, culture, and even, of course, profitability.
Totally, yeah. And so, can you tell us a little bit more about this system that you developed or this technique that you developed?
So the technique itself is called kalb code. Now, kalb is classical Arabic word, which actually means heart, but not the literal heart, but more of the center, the core of something. So basically, what this methodology does, it reprograms that code. It runs on three basic points. Um, Rewire, react, and realign. So
Okay. Yes, sounds very good, definitely. And so, how long have you been doing this for?
I've been using the method just coming to a year now. And so far, I have to say it's been brilliant. And I'm trying to get more coaches to start practicing it as well.
Totally. And so, can you tell us, like, what are the sort of results you're seeing your clients are getting from this method?
Of course, I've actually written a book on it as well, which is called Lead from the Core, Rewire Your Inner Leadership. That whole book is based on the Cult Code methodology. I've also been honored to be endorsed by the world's number one executive coach, Dr. Marshall Goldsmith, behind the whole methodology and the way it works. And he even, if I may quote him, he said, this book is for leaders who are looking to not just lead, but lead as whole.
Yeah, that's very good. Absolutely. So, in terms of your goal for your business for the next year, what is your goal?
Well, apart from, of course, expanding and getting more clients, it's to get Cult Code more globally recognized. I'm just halfway through writing a book on Cult Code itself, what it is, how it's performed, how it's used. Hopefully, by the mid of next year, that should be published as well.
Okay, and then also you said that this methodology actually has the three main parts. So, what are they focused on? What is the sort of solution they're providing to your clients?
So, the 3 points, which is rewire, rewind, and realign. So, rewire, of course, change your whole pattern of thinking. Once that's done, we rewind. Then we go back and we realign, basically recode your core so that it stops doing what it used to do and starts doing what it needs to do or what it should do.
And are we talking here about like subconscious mind, conscious mind, or something else?
Whatever is required. So it could be the subconscious mind, it could be the conscious mind. It just
Okay.
depends on the patterns.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And also, like, how did you end up actually, sort of getting into this niche, into this technology?
Um, well, first of all, I won't say it's a technology, it's more like a methodology.
Okay.
Um, see, I whatever I do, I try to go deep into everything, understanding, the minutest details as to why is this performing in such a way, or why is this not performing in such a way. So when I went deeper into that, I realized that a lot of frameworks or methodologies that is already out there, they are good, they're brilliant, but they're not complete. There's always something missing out of somewhere. So I wanted to give like a total package. Like I've got I my methodology uses neuroscience. My methodology uses psychology. It uses Jungian psychology. It uses NLP. It even uses a bit of hypnotherapy.
Yeah. So all those combined together, and what do you think was missing? Can you give us some examples? What was missing in
Yeah.
all these other
So what
methodologies?
I again from experience, what I have seen is like you train you coach somebody, and chances are some of them, a few years down the line, they tend to fall back into their old habits. Now, with my methodology, I've noticed that once you rewind and realign, that's it, it's over. You never go back to your old self again.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it sounds like a really, really good methodology. So where people can actually either try it, experience it, connect to you, or find out a little bit more about this methodology.
At the moment, it's only for people who are actually certified coaches on this methodology, or it's myself.
Okay. And
And you
yeah.
can get through to me through my website or my LinkedIn page or all the social medias, basically.
Okay, okay. So yeah, if you tell us what's the website, I can include it in the description of this episode as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So the website is actually catalysticcoach.com. There are also courses that I'm offering in there. I'm also a master coach. So I'm actually coaching at the moment. I'm just running my first cohort who are actually learning to become a licensee for Cult Code.
Okay, great. And if someone wants to actually, if we have some coaches watching us and they want to become like a licensee, how they can do that?
Again, they'll have to do the course, which is a 6 month course, and after that, they get licensed to use the methodology.
Okay, perfect. Excellent. Yeah. So any final thoughts that you can share with our audience before we close this episode?
Well, what can I say? My journey itself started like many entrepreneurs, ambitious, driven, obsessed with doing more. I built a thriving business, worked across industries, and kept pushing myself to hit the next level. But from the outside, it looked like I was winning, but inside, I was running on fumes. So I'd become a performer of success, but not a participant in it. And one day I remember waking up and thinking, I've built a life that looks impressive, but it doesn't feel alive. And that moment, that collapse of alignment became the catalyst for everything I do today. It forced me to slow down and ask, what would it look like to build a life that feels as good as it looks? Now, that question evolved into my life's work, helping leaders, entrepreneurs find clarity, peace, and directions without losing their own edge.
Very nice. Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing these thoughts. Thank you for sharing your knowledge as well and your story. And thank you all for watching and listening. If you liked it, drop us a like, subscribe, and also if you have any questions for us, you can drop it down in the comments, and we'll be more than happy to answer them. So see you all in the next episode. All the best, and bye bye.